What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Raglaia. Yes, indeed. How about that? Raglaia making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Zachary Loomis, and this is actually Zachary's prioritized request for the month of May for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Zach. Hope you enjoy the show. I really hope I'm pronouncing that band name right. I'm reading it how it's spelled, R-A-G-L-A-I-A. Yeah, Raglaia. Why not? We'll go with that. So, Zach wanted to see me react to this song by Raglaia called Outer Dark. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait, hold it. I don't believe this. I've heard this song before. I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Heavy Metal Is the Law. All right. And the video has 26 views. Well, there you go. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will not be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. I was asked to keep the link private, and I'm going to respect Zach's wishes. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. See, it's R-A-G-L-A-I-A, Raglaia. That would make the most sense, right? Raglaia. Outer Dark live. We got a live performance. That's always, well, not always a good thing. And sometimes live performances can work against you too. They can help or they can hurt. I guess we'll find out how this one goes. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Heavy, sludgy, dope, tough, doomy. Okay, turn it up. We took off like a shot. Okay, it's fast. The speed is up there, definitely. With that double time feel, working for it with the snare on the upbeats instead of the downbeats, giving it that little extra push. Well, not really. It's giving the illusion of a little extra push just because it's on those upbeats, but it really isn't rushing. It feels like it's rushing, but it's not. A complete and utter contrast to how we started. That leading, I guess that's a good thing in a way. That intro kind of leads you into that false sense of security. You're like, okay, we're doing this, so this is how the song's going to go, right?
Wrong!
No, it's not. We're going to take off like a shot. As far as musicianship goes, everything sounds clean. Guitar playing, bass playing, drumming, all locked in. The songwriting, it's not difficult. I would give the difficulty more to the musicianship than I would to the songwriting. The chord progression is pretty easy to follow. It's not hard. You listen to it a couple times, you'll have it. Vocally, now I was told, Zach told me I would recognize the vocalist. I don't recognize her. I feel like I should recognize her because he told me I would recognize her, but I do not recognize her at all. Zach, are you pranking me? Are you trying to prank me here? Are you trying to make me look bad, Zach? No, I honestly, all kidding aside, I do not recognize her yet. Now, maybe I just haven't seen her in a good light yet. Maybe the coloring of the lighting is kind of throwing me off a little bit. But so far, I don't recognize her. So I'm just drawing down the list of female vocalists that I've seen on the channel.
5,000 celebrities later.
I'm at a loss. I'm really at a loss. I don't recognize her. Maybe I will. It's possible. But I have a feeling in the comments, y'all are going to let me know who that is. And you're going to say, I can't believe you didn't recognize so-and-so. I'm going to sit there and go, I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. I'm even worse with faces. So anyway, let's keep going here. But using track for the backing vocals, that's cool. Wait a minute. Now we have the white light on. Hold on. Go back to the vocal. Ooh. Also using backing track for secondary guitar. halftime. Yeah, I still don't recognize her. When the light was on, when the white lights were on her, for a brief second, she did look familiar. I don't know who she is. I don't know where I've seen her from before. I'm sure it's been one of the bands that we've had on the channel, probably a few times, but it was just for a brief couple seconds. I was like, wait a minute, that does look like someone I've seen on the channel. But as soon as the white lights disappeared, I didn't recognize her again. So maybe that was a fluke. Maybe it's my mind playing tricks on me. I don't know. But Zach did say I would recognize her. So, couple things to discuss, couple things to take into account. So let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was, I hope I pronounced this right. That was Raglaia with Outer Dark, a live performance of Outer Dark. This was a request from Zachary Loomis, and this was actually Zach's prioritized request for the month of May for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Zach. Hope you enjoyed the show. Couple things to discuss. Not a lot, but there's a few things I definitely want to discuss here. Let's start with the score, and we'll go from there. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.4. Yep, 7.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 7.4. What does that mean? Well, a 7.4 would translate to a really good skill rating. So overall, I think this was a really good presentation. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and a B+ letter grade. So there you go, a 7.4, really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Still not sure who that lead vocal is. I'm not gonna go and cheat and look it up. That would be cheating. And I'm sure you guys in the comments will let me know. And I know a lot of you take a lot of joy in going, I can't believe that you didn't recognize so-and-so. And I can't believe that you didn't realize that, you know, the lead vocalist was this individual. I know you guys take a lot of pleasure in this, so I'll let you have it, okay?
I've had worse. You liar. Come on, you pansy.
Anyway, I don't, like I said, there was that brief second where I vaguely recognized her. I was like, oh, she does look familiar, but I don't know who it is. Anyway, speaking of the vocalist, she did a fine job. I think she did a fine job overall. I'm not going to say there was anything all that impressive, but I think she did sound good. I think she sounded, at times, I would even go as far as to say she sounded really good. The songwriting, well, actually, since we're on vocalists, let's stick with the instrumentation. Drums and bass locked in together. It was clean. It was tight. I got no issue with anything that was happening there. Guitar work. Guitar sounded good, thick, chunky. I liked it. We're going to talk a little bit more about it in a little bit. There's something to discuss there. But overall, the guitar work that was done sounded just fine. I got no issue with it whatsoever. Songwriting. If I'm being honest, it was not the most impressive songwriting, but it sounded good. It was conducive to itself. It flowed really well. Chordal progressions flowed. Melodic lines fit within the context of the chordal progressions. I got no issues with anything I heard there. So songwriting was solid. I will honestly say the songwriting was solid without a question. I got no complaints about the songwriting. Couple of things to discuss, and they both involve the same thing. The usage of the backing track. Now, I know there's going to be people who are saying, backing track? There was no backing track. Really? You didn't hear the backing vocals? There was clearly backing track usage on the vocals. And I know there's going to be people in the comments. I know it. And they're going to be saying, well, the bassist was singing the backing vocals. No, she was not. She was 5 feet away from the mic. How could she be singing backing vocals? Half the time the backing vocals were going on, she wasn't even in front of the mic. I mean, she was off to the side. In like, here's the mic. Here's where you're supposed to be. Here's where she was. Here. How? There's no possible way. No, that was backing track. And here's the thing. She never actually got on the mic. And this is where this is a bit of a point of contention with a lot of people, but I have my stance and I stand by it. I have no problem with bands using backing track. I know a lot of people are like, well, that's cheating. No, it's not. It's maximizing the sound output to the fullest effect that you can get with the limited number of people that you have at your disposal. I have no issue with it. I have no problem with it as long as the band in question, the band using the backing track, is honest about it and doesn't put people on microphones to lip sync, which was not the case here. Yes, the bass player was mouthing the words. Absolutely she was. But she was not doing it on the mic. Hold on. She wasn't here mouthing the words, pretending to be singing on a microphone. No, she was over here, and she was here, and she was here. She was over here, and she was 5 feet away from here. She made it very obvious that she was not actually singing, okay? So, I don't have a problem with it. I have zero issue with it. There was even further track usage, and again, this is going to be a point of contention, but I don't understand how people can contend this. How many guitar players were there on stage? One, right? There was one guitar player and one bass guitar player. I know, bass guitar. Guys, I'm a bass player. I know that joke all too well. Leave it alone. No, but as far as actual guitar players go, there was one, only one. So when the guitar player was soloing and doing his solo, which was a nice solo, by the way, it was clean, it was well done. While that guitar player was soloing, we heard rhythm guitar playing. Who was playing it? Sure as hell wasn't the drummer. Sure as hell wasn't the lead vocalist. And sure as hell wasn't the bass player. So who was doing it? Oh, that's right. The guitar player was doing it while he was soloing. Right. Yeah, sure. No, there was obvious track usage there. But here's the thing. Again, they didn't pretend. They didn't have the guitar player pick up a guitar and pretend to be playing the rhythm guitar parts. No, they didn't have somebody jump up on stage, pick up a guitar, and pretend to start playing the guitar as the rhythm guitar part while the guitar player was actually doing the guitar solo. No, they didn't fake it. They didn't pretend. They made it obvious. They owned up to it. We're using track. I have no problem with that. I know some people do. Sorry to hear, but I would rather have that nice big full sound, as long as the band's being honest about it, which they are. So I don't have an issue with it. Now, that 7.4, how much of that is based on the live show? That's a great question, because I know people are going to be asking that question. In all honesty, I'm not really counting the live show a whole lot. It didn't really help their score, but it didn't really hurt their score either. Did they check off boxes? Yes, they did check off boxes. Let's go down the checklist, okay? Stage presence. Yeah, they got that. I'll give that the check. Stage energy. Yes, I will also give that the check. Stage interaction. No, there was no stage interaction. There was a lot of opportunities for it too, but we never had any stage interaction. Crowd interaction. Did we have any? Yeah, we did at the beginning, and then that was just about it. There really wasn't a whole lot of crowd interaction to be had during the course of the entire song. So at the beginning, yeah, so it's getting a check, but it's getting a weak check. Showmanship, yeah, I'll give it the check, sure. Production, it's just lighting, but I'm not sure if the lighting was done in context with, I don't know if the light show was programmed to go with the song. There was no point in, because like sometimes during, like on a couple of courses, we had the white light. On other courses, we had the red light. It just seemed like the light show was a little too random to be considered programmed. So I'm going to say no to that. So it's a wash when it came to the live show. It didn't help, but it didn't hurt either. So the 7.4 is really for the song and the song alone. So yeah, I feel good with that score, 7.4. In closing, like I said, I'm sure you guys are going to fill me in on all the details that I'm missing. Just be respectful about it, please. You know, I don't want to sit here and have to block a whole bunch of people because they do the name calling and everything else. Just let's just keep it respectful and leave it at that. So yeah, 7.4. I feel good with that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 7.4, which is a really good scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.